all heroes in the old stories, they're safe and comfortable at home, and it requires a mentor to shift them out of their comfortable home and get them going on the journey that will make them the hero. What is a mentor? In the hero's journey of Joseph Campbell, one of my favorite books and one of my favorite persons for listening to them as they analyze what is the purpose of life. And all the myths and all the legends of the Greeks, the Romans, there's some figure that pushes the hero out onto their journey when they doubt whether they're right. And I think we all need these people in our lives. Sometimes you're lucky and these people are just naturally around you. They're part of your family, they're part of your work. But sometimes you need to seek them out. And you can find them in all sorts of places. You can find them in books, you can find them in films, you can find them on the web, on YouTube, reading blogs. You don't need to ask someone to be a mentor to allow them to play a role as a mentor in your life. But at a certain stage you do need the face-to-face, the physical presence of someone who is able to look into you and see a bigger you than you have seen before. I get plenty of questions about mentorship. I think I've always been very lucky to have mentors around me and find people who have been there before, find people who have a reputation who wish to help me. There's firstly 3 types of mentor that you can find in life: a sponsor, a guide, or a coach. A sponsor is someone that puts their reputation on the line for you, is someone that's willing to put their name behind you so that you get access to people or to jobs or to opportunities that you would not without them supporting you. But they don't actually give you any guidance. The second type is the guide. The guide is someone who is 15, 20 years ahead of you on the path on which you want to go. So if you want to become CEO one day, a guide would be someone who is a CEO, who has been a CEO, who has followed the path from where you are to where you want to get to. And the third is a coach, either paid or someone who's able to ask good questions. Perhaps they've not walked the path, they don't have a reputation that they can use to sponsor you, but they can ask great questions to have you think deeply about who you are and where you want to go, what's working, what's not working, and listen deeply to your answers. There's 5 things that mentors can work together with you to achieve. The techniques are companion, planter of seeds, a catalyst, a demonstrator, or a mirror. And a companion is someone who just positively supports you as you move along the way. Someone who plants seeds is someone who sees in you possibilities, opportunities, things that you haven't yet seen in yourself. A catalyst is someone who pushes and prods and puts you into contact with opportunities, challenges that force you to become a better version of yourself. The demonstrator is someone who can talk about how they've overcome a similar challenge or show through their own behavior how to deal with the challenges that you face. And the mirror mirrors back what they're hearing from you, mirrors back what they're hearing. And I think there's great power in this role of a coach as a mirror. Something very powerful in you sharing your vision of what you want out of life and just hearing someone feed it back to you as they hear it. And very often just hearing the words that you share about your vision coming out of someone else's mouth, someone who cares about you, someone who cares about who you are and what you wish to be, can be very powerful. So don't think of a mentor as gray-haired, all the experience. Mentorship can come in any shape and form, and I think many of the great mentors in my life have been these companions, these coach type, who just mirror back what they're seeing me do, what they're seeing where I am in life. Where do you find mentors? I think books are great mentors, movies are great mentors. Jim Collins talks about you can have mentors without letting them know that they are mentors for you. I think when you're young, a great source of mentors is working for bosses that inspire you, and just seeing the opportunity to work with that boss as an opportunity to see how they handle people, see how they handle ups and downs, and see how they see the path for themselves, see how they talk about their own future. One of the things that we find, people who have a sense of purpose, someone around them had a sense of purpose. So, and it's often not family. So when someone was young, there was a friend of the family that had a sense of purpose. And I think one of the types of mentors we all need in our life is someone who truly transmits the sense that their life is lived according to a higher purpose, according to there's a longer game in what they're doing than just day by day. So some thoughts on mentorship: 3 types: the sponsor, the guide, and the coach. And 5 types of role that a mentor plays: a companion who journeys with you, someone who plants seeds, ideas, someone who's a catalyst who shakes up the current you, and someone who demonstrates the path, and someone who just mirrors, who just feeds back what they're seeing, feeds back what they're hearing, because it can be very powerful. So don't ask people to be a mentor. Just follow and have coffees and be around and read and follow the blogs and watch the videos of people that you admire and see how they handle life. And how to find mentors. The first rule in finding a mentor is do not write an email to someone and saying, "Will you be my mentor?" What anyone who receives this email reads is, "Will you be my consultant for free?" And I would say no to someone who just writes an email to me saying, "I want you to be my mentor." I think there's many ways I explain about how you can engage with me, things that I value. And there's been a number of people who've helped me, found ways of engaging with me and building a relationship, and then asking a question if I would have some time to talk with them about what's going well, where they're going, what the purpose of their life is, whether the current job is something that they can make into something rewarding. But they don't ask me first. And I think it's important when you're looking to approach any individual as a potential mentor, what do they value? What are you able to give them of value to them? And begin by serving them first. And sometimes this is as good as offering to do work with them. I know in the world of politics, the way to work with a politician is volunteer for free. An internship in a company where you admire the boss. Comments on the blogs of bloggers. Nice comments on the blogs on YouTube channels. So don't come straight out and ask someone without a relationship to be your mentor. Use the tools of building a relationship, of finding out who they are, what they value, and what is important to them, and find ways that you are able to help them before the moment comes where you're able to ask the question, would you have some time to help me think about what I'm achieving in this life?
Arrived in Madrid at the AVE terminal at Atocha station in Madrid on a beautiful sunny day.
Have a good one. Have a great week. This is Connor here in Madrid. This week we've got a Vistage event tomorrow. Have a great one. Thank you for your comments, your likes, your subscribes. Keep on sharing.